Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
Oh no. I'm like sweating. Now the desk is ready. Welcome to the Ultimate Mac Studio desk setup. That took us like 10 minutes. Ambiance. What you see behind me here is, well, the Ultimate Mac Studio setup. You know, I'm not keeping this computer for my personal setup, but I wanted to imagine what would make this perfect. So by far the little cat miniature will be a staple of my own desk. I'm obsessed. But what's underneath is what's really cool. Not just the Mac Studio. So this is the M1 Ultra. I'll link down in the description my last video where we actually kind of reviewed it in a video editing setting next to my Puget PC. But look even more underneath. So right here we have the Dietschy USB CA, all the things hub. Now this hub started with the Mac Mini because the Mac Mini doesn't have ports up at the front. Now with the Mac Studio we have two USB-Cs and an SD card slot. So you do see it brings additional ports, like we have the headphone jack, we have 3 USB-A, and then also a USB-C. So it is a little redundant with the Mac Studio, but the coolest part about the Dietschy hub is it has an SSD enclosure on the bottom. So you can put an M2 SSD on the bottom and it literally just hooks up, pops up as another hard drive on your computer. And you know, that's super handy, so you don't have to have hard drives everywhere. You can just switch out that M2 SSD and have extra storage built in without the clutter. I thought that was the coolest thing. Moving on to the mouse and keyboard. Now this is a classic, guys, the MX Master 3. I'm actually a huge fan of the third rendition over the second. It just feels super comfy. And of course you have all the Logitech options and you can customize the buttons. You know, having the horizontal scroll is so great if you are a video editor. Having the horizontal scroll when you're in a Premiere Resolve timeline going left to right, not just up and down, is incredibly helpful. We also had the Logitech Craft keyboard. If you're familiar with the full-size MX Keys keyboard, it's basically that, but with the addition of this knob. Even the GK or the G915 TKL keyboard, I'm a big fan of because it has the knob that goes up and down, but this is more of a circular motion, and this is really cool because you can customize this, and it has a tap. This wheel you can assign to anything in Logitech options. So right now it's the volume, and if you press,
nearly complete. With just one more product to go.
It plays back whatever you're playing in the background, Spotify or a YouTube video. As you can tell, the keys backlit.
Yeah, Illuminati.
Yeah, oh, we're not... Not to harp too much about this keyboard, but I have been using it with this setup, and having a full keypad is just amazing. I type numbers into so many more things than I thought. Up here we have a 1, 2, and 3. We have this on a lot of Logitech keyboards. This allows you to switch in between devices. So number 3 can be assigned to the Mac Studio. Number 2 could be my iPad, and I can switch in between different devices. Now, this is more handy if you have, like, say, a PC and a Mac, you know, maybe even an Android phone or an iPhone, because now with the introduction of universal control, that isn't as helpful. Previously, we had Logitech and Logitech Flow to go in between computers, but now with universal control, your mouse can travel right over to the iPad and control its screen. So the Logitech Craft is good if you kind of like the low profile keys, doesn't make a lot of noise, you have the extra features, but what about you people out there who like their mechanical keyboards? Okay, so we got 2 options for you. We have one on the lower end of the spectrum. This is the new Logitech Pop Keyboard. This is actually a super affordable, it's $100 mechanical keyboard option. Now, these keys, I will say, they're a lot like low-free keyboards. I have also their calculator. And when I say they're a lot like low-free keyboards, guys, they're almost low-free keyboards, but a third of the price. So let's just do a little switch test here with my mic. Sounds pretty good. Pretty freaking good, especially for that price point. You have the same device switch, you know, 1, 2, and 3. You have an emoji key up here. You have like, well, multiple emoji keys if that's important for you. They come in 3 different colors. This is by far my favorite. And also, if you want to do like the step up keyboard, y'all ready for this one? This is the Mojo 68 mechanical keyboard. It's totally customizable and programmable, and well, it just looks cool. It is a little bit over double the price, sitting at $249. Sometimes the prices change. That is the nature of mechanical keyboards, but this thing just looks cool. So obviously this is the Mac Studio display. I got the version that had the height adjustment and tilt adjustment, which I think is worth it to shell out the extra few $100s to get that. But if you don't, well, then you have this lovely riser. It can give you some extra height if you don't have the option to do that. Again, you gotta hand over the big bucks for that. But I will say this is kind of a sleek solution from 12 South. This riser basically has a little place to put some doodads. We got the AirPods there. Oh wow, they're so beautiful and fuzzy, and they remind me to stay peachy every day. I wonder where you could get this. And moving over here to the last bit of the setup right after our sponsor. Hey, shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I love them so much. Have you ever been to my website, sarad.com? Let's look at it on this beautiful display.
Do you run a business of any kind? Are you a creative who needs a portfolio? Freaking center stage is so distracting. Oh, I also need to look at the camera. Well, hey, look no further. Squarespace is the answer for you. That's how I use my website, saradietschy.com, as a creative portfolio. So a new viewer can check out what I'm about, or a potential sponsor can look at previous collaborations and really see themselves in my videos. They can hit that contact button and hey, we're off to the races. And if you sell anything online, oh my gosh, Squarespace works with so many amazing third parties and extensions, as well as their own services that make it just so incredibly easy. So whether you're selling product, clothes, makeup, or you're scheduling, renting out space, renting out time, a hair salon, you can do it all within your Squarespace website. I just discovered that there's a setting in QuickTime called maximum quality. I was using high quality with the previous video. Does the studio camera look better? Okay, these cameras look so different. The LG Ultrafine's still kind of wiggling for me adjusting things too. Anyways, guys, if you haven't checked out my Squarespace link yet, oh my gosh, what the heck are you even doing? There are so many amazing tools. Hey, do you want to write an email newsletter? Well, they have beautiful email templates that matches the beautiful style from your templates on Squarespace for one beautiful cohesive look. Oh my gosh, it's literally endless the amount of features that Squarespace is adding. I can't even keep up. But apparently now you can hold reservations through your own website, through your Squarespace website. You don't have to use a third party. That's crazy. Restaurant reservations, member areas, which is kind of like Patreon, having your own exclusive club. You have SEO tools. It's just, you have blogging. There's so many things. Guys, if you want to check it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And hey, if you're ready, you can go to squarespace.com/saradietschy for 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. Okay, let's get back to the desk setup. And when it comes to these displays, just looking at them, they look very similar in terms of display quality, but the style of them, wow, the Ultrafine is just looking hella clunky and ugly, but the camera looks pretty good actually, so I don't know. Back to the video.
Is the vibe back? Anyways, thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. My Squarespace link is in the description below. Also, the affiliate links to all of these doodads is in the description below. Okay, do you guys use an iPad with your Mac Studio setup or a Mac setup? We have some really cool tools now. We have Sidecar. This is where basically you can use the iPad as a second screen. So it's an extension of your Mac. But what I'm a big fan of is universal control. And now if you download the latest Mac OS and iPad OS, you should be able to use universal control as a beta feature. So you go into the display settings and you have to check it off. They hide it. But the idea with universal control is basically it does what Logitech Flow used to do, but it does it a little bit better, okay? If you have an iPad, if you have another Mac nearby, basically the main keyboard and mouse setup should just scroll over to your iPad and then you can automatically use your mouse or keyboard on that second Mac device. Super cool when it works. Okay, also something kind of exciting, and I was like, am I allowed to say this? But I was like, hey, it's my own product, so I could do what I want. If you like the look of this iPad stand, the iPad stand, and you're like, wow, I wonder what that is. And also, You're like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if there's an iPad stand that could set up right next to a Mac and be beautiful, but could also come down low and be amazing for drawing and note-taking, but at the same time could also just go back up and be amazing for universal control and sidecar. And oh, could maybe do one of those and nice, yeah. Oh, this is exciting. This is the first time I'm showing you guys this. Don't get too close. They can see from afar. Okay, more details later, but I'll put a link for like an email newsletter if you want to learn more in the future. How fun is this? How fun is this? Guys, look at this. It's kind of gruesome, right? But it's a coaster. Well, what is this actual desk that everything is on? The chair actually is Amazon, and this desk is from Fully.com. Won't spend much time on this because you guys know I love Fully, but amazing sit stand desk. These have little wheels on the bottom so we can just wheel it wherever we want. Guys, I'm such a big fan of these desks. I will say the black is a cool surface on camera. It does reflections really nice. It's beautiful, but it gets kind of smudgy. So I would probably recommend their wood finishes or their whiteboard desks. I love those so much. I write so many notes. I'm a big fan. Also, I didn't do a video on it, but these are the new Aperture T2C and then T4C. Is it C at the end? I don't know. I'm not super technical when it comes to lights. I just like know what I like, and I like fun lights. This is RGB, check this out. So cool. Oh my gosh. At this point, I'm just like going kind of ham on any gear that I can locate in my office right now, but I think that's it. Okay guys, let me know if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button down below for new videos every single week, and you can also find my Squarespace link in that description along with all of the affiliate links that you have seen today. I feel like this desk needs its own website. UltimateSarahPeachMacStudio.com. Check out this video if you want to watch another accessories video. We did one for the MacBook. You can check out this video. This is the video that YouTube wants you to see. Click on it. Stay peachy. Okay, bye.